to you the topic of non-digital and digital skills and tools in delivering technology-enhanced lesson. But before that, we will introduce to you our beautiful names. I, Leia May Mata, just call me Miss Mata, and I, Carla May Salgado, just call me Miss Salgado. And we are from BTLED HT3 of College of Teacher Education, and we are the Vloggers!
Damn!
Before we start our main lesson, may we ask, are you ready to listen and watch? Also, to gain knowledge and break your curiosity about the topic. Anyone? We think no one can answer, expect you. Yes, you. If you are not interested, just scroll this video. And if yes, just fasten your seatbelt and we will be going to the moon.
Sa kapunta to the moon.
Just kidding. We will be exploring the world, rather non-digital and digital skills. So, are you ready, partners? Yes, partners.
What?
Ready, partners? Yes, partners.
You can do it!
What are you waiting for? Let's go and just keep watching. Again, Miss Leia is in your screen, and we will be exploring and focusing some non-digital instructional materials that have been very useful before, even now, in making teaching and learning process. But before that, I have a question for you guys. What coming in your minds when you read or see the word non-digital or conventional material tools in teaching and learning? Anyone? And I think no one can answer except you, partner. Yes, partner. Those teaching learning resources which are developed or used by the teacher or any other individual, not with the help of digital technology. It is right, partner? Yes, partner. You have a point. Thank you for answering. So, what is non-digital resources? Non-digital learning resources are still the apparel in literacy classes. Today, such as Hangouts, which can be used to provide learners with data and facts. There are many different forms of Hangouts such as worksheet, operational sheet, assignment sheet, and more. This sheet can be worked on as a part of a group or individual as learners are able to work on their reading and reading skills as part of the activity and encouragement learners' feedback. So in a classroom, we'll always need a chalkboard or a writing board that may come of varying forms of shapes. Bulletin boards, flip charts, diagram, puppets, terminium, and like will always find their significance in a classroom. In addition, instructional materials are the supplementary materials which can help the teachers to make or his presentation concrete, effective, interesting, meaningfully, and aspiring. So, having instructional materials are the great help in stimulating the facilitating and learning of the learners. According to Rees, I. and Walker in 2003, made clear that non-digital teaching resources and useful visual aids as by are quickly and easy to use and available in 99% teaching accommodation. There are many types of instructional teaching aid, but I prefer two to share to you, and the first is the printed materials. Written in text, prepared and blushing commercials, types and educational materials are used by teachers. For the example of printed materials is the textbooks, the workbooks, the magazine, the newspaper, the references book, and other types of books. Second is the supplementary materials, also called the instructional aid or the pedagogical aid. That is the materials designed for teachers, use that are provided as supplements to the textbooks, ex-teachers' manuals, the test questions, the bulletins, the board, the lesson plans, and more. There are many non-digital tools. First is the diorama. It will make the classroom to be creative and innovative. It is a fun way to build an exciting scene in a small pace. Diagrams are small scenes created of layers of materials, all accepting a similar concept or theme. They usually display a historical time period, a nature scene, or a fictional situation. Second is a nature table. This is a table that contains objects and or scenes related to the current season or upcoming festival, or a symbol of an ecosystem. Children love to follow the natural change that the world affects each month, and classroom decoration reflect this. The third one is the writing board. A writing board can display information written with chalkboard or blackboard, or especially pens and whiteboard. Although there are usually more effective methods of transmitting informations, the writing board is still the most commonly used of visual aid. The next non-digital tools is the flip chart. It is the multi-board series of 3 or 4 rectangular boards. They are joined together along the side but hanging on that they can be easily folded up carried. Each board can be different type. For example, a right board, a chalkboard, a funnel board, and so on. The size of the board from the zigzag multicultural board depends on what you want to use them for. It is the large table or tablet or pad of paper usually in a tripod or a stand. Wall is the well-known, tried and tested educational methods. A wall design is a collection of many different types of items and materials put on in a wall to make an interesting and informative display. In a classroom, the display can consist of the student on work. In development work, it can be used to convey information in the community. At the end of the discussion of non-digital skills or the non-digital resources is having a non-digital resources guidelines. The first is the unity. Use only one idea for each visual aid, include a headline. The second is of course simplicity. Make ideas and relationships simply and easy to recall. Third, it's the legibility. Make letters big and readable for all in the audience. The fourth is consistency. Use the same types, style, and art style. And the last, the clarity. Avoid type that is too small to read. Avoid all caps locks.
Again, Miss Salgado is in your screen, and we will be exploring and focusing some digital skills that will have been very useful even now. We're still in pandemic and we will still use technology in our terms, especially in our learning needs. But before that, I have a question for you guys. What coming into your mind when you read or see the word digital tools in teaching and learning? Anyone? I think no one can answer except you, partner.
Yes, partner. It is the ability to find, evaluate, use, share, and create content using digital devices. Is that right, partner?
Yes, you have a point, partner. Digital literacy is when students are able to engage with multimedia to read and interpret text, sounds, and image. Digital literacy also includes a students having knowledge about how to use technology to construct meaning. Students who know how to use technology are also instructed by parents and teachers on how to use it effectively and appropriately to communicate a message. Digital resources are those materials that require computer access, whether through a personal computer or a handheld mobile device. In theory, digital learning appeared to be something extremely beneficial to all schools and students. So, this is the example of digital learning resources. First, digital camera. Second, laptop or computer. Third, data projector. And fourth, iPad or cell phone. Digital resources are usually referred to database, books, journals, newspapers, magazine, archives, these conferences papers, government papers, research, reports, scripts, and monographs in a digital form. The characteristic of digital learning resources. First, multimedia. Multimedia suggests the creation of rich materials not just with pictures and text, with movements, simulations, and higher interactivity. Second, Interactive. Explains the resources with an interactive nature, can engage learners and motivate them to access and manipulate content more frequently. Third, accessibly. Accessibly suggests three levels of accessibility. Accessibility suggests three levels of accessibility. First, general for students with special needs. Second, functional for all students. And third, technological so that there is no special technology needed to assess them. Fourth, flexibility. Explain that digital resources must be accessible in different contexts in the classroom, online, offline, and etc. Last, portability. Insist that digital resources must be portable to increase students' interaction with them. There are digital assessment tools. First, Edmodo. Edmodo is an educational tool that connects teachers and students, and it's assimilated into a social network. Second is Socrative. Socrative is a system that allows teachers to create exercise or educational games which students can solve using mobile devices, whether smartphone, laptops, or tablets. Class Judo. Class Judo is a tools to improve students' behavior. Teachers provide their students with instant feedback so that good disposition in class is rewarded. With point and students have a more receptive attitude towards the learning process. Storyboard. Storyboard aims to promote writing and reading skills in students through storytelling. And there are also Kahoot. Kahoot is an educational platform that is based on games and questions. Kahoot promotes games-based learning, which increases students' engagements and creates a dynamic, social, and fun educational environment. Mentimeter. Mentimeter is a build interactive presentations with the easy-to-use online editor. Add questions, polls, quizzes, slides, images, GIFs, and more to your presentations. Create fun and engaging presentations. Also, Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a powerful, community-based social tools for learnings. It allows students to post questions and receive answers from their teachers and fellow students.
So, before we end our topic, may we share to you the reflections. Non-digital and digital skills and tools in delivering technology-enhanced lesson serve as guide for every teachers on what teach and how to teach. What to teach in the manner of what non-digital of digital tools you can going to use in appropriate learning or topics. How to teach in where how can we integrate this following digital and non-digital tools to facilitate the enhanced learning. Let us also give us a strategy on how can we teach better in facing new generations in when advanced technology is communicating use. It sometimes brought back all my memory and I was an elementary student in where some of my teachers really have a presented and give non-digital tools in teaching. It helps us to enjoy learning with the flip card, geogramma, writing board, and other non-digital tools.
But nowadays, we can deny that the fact with the changes in behavior and learning styles of every student. Even myself, I am enjoying the class having a PowerPoint presentation, printed materials, and many things that advanced technology is presented. In short, by the means of integrating and by the use of digital tools in teaching, how much more a little individuals in elementary If at my age I am amazed of what digital tools brings inside the class, how much more for them, in where they are being exposed in the things that their generation known with.
Maybe it could really enhance learning effectively with a proper guidance and at the same time proper usage or use that it could not affect the behavior of our students.
For technology in the changes of the attitudes of their children, they conclude that this technology only causes bad effects, but in really a great help for everyone. It is a big for every student, in where they can learn in a new and enjoyable way.
So this is the end of our topic or lesson for today. And we hope that you guys have learned something for this video. And again, I'm Miss Mata
And I miss Salgado.
and saying to you that thank you for watching.